My name's Rhone. I'm 27 years old. I've been training with Isaac for about two and a half years now. Before I met Isaac, I was living in North Carolina. I started off college at 6'4", 235 pounds, a little bit on the heavy side, but nothing too bad. My weight ballooned in college due to the sedentary college lifestyle of a lot of studying and then a lot of bad-for-you cafeteria food. That combined with depression took its toll on my body, and I blew up to about 265 pounds upon graduation. Then a year later, I was 290. I was pushing 300 by the time I moved to Washington. And when I got here, I spent about a year here before I met Isaac. Within 6 months of meeting him, I had dropped down to about 250. I got pneumonia, gained some of the weight back being sick, but I'm on my way back now. I've dropped about 15 pounds in the last 3 weeks working with Isaac, and the mental transformation is astounding. I have been dealing with mental issues, issues with confidence, and a lot of that's just been blasted away by my experience here at BFit Tacoma. I see every day, I see myself improving. I'm surrounded by people who encourage me. Isaac in particular is very, very encouraging of his clients. So I highly recommend, if you need a pick-me-up and you want to get in shape, come right here to BFit Tacoma. This is exactly where you need to be. Surrounded by like-minded people who will just keep you going and keep you going. Upon graduating college, I realized my weight had gotten out of control. So I signed up with a gym that I will not name, with a trainer who I will not name for legal purposes. And when I started training with him, all he would do would be to put me on a treadmill for god-awful intervals, and here I am, extremely overweight. I'm not really supposed to be running full blast because of the issues with knees and hips and whatnot. But he had me on a treadmill and would just put it on automatic intervals and would go off and talk to his other friends and leave me to my own devices. One day I left and he didn't even know I was gone. I didn't come back for weeks and I didn't hear from him. He didn't even know. It was almost like I didn't exist. I was just a name on his list. I started training with Isaac and he got to know me. He got to understand my background, what my goals were. He made it very personal. He didn't just throw me on a treadmill or on some kind of machine and call it good. He actually figured out what I wanted and tailored a program just for me and helped me work on my nutrition just for my body type and my goals. So it's a lot more personal with him. You'll get the results you want because it's targeted for you and what you want, not because you're just trying to make money. It's about results, not numbers. Other styles of training I've seen in other places. You go to your big corporate conglomerate gyms and you've got very limited range of motion type machines. You've got very just bland vanilla exercises, the same exercises you see everybody doing, and there's this person, we've all seen this person in the gym who's extremely overweight and has been doing the same exercises on the same machines over and over again, time after time, and they have not changed. Their body has not changed. They are praying for some miracle, but apparently they're not doing something right. Or you go to various cardio classes where the instructor's working their butt off and their form is perfect, and you look at everybody else in the class and they're struggling or they're not doing it right. Something isn't quite right here. So, and these people could be injuring themselves, especially in the classes. They don't have any guidance, they don't have any instruction, and this is kind of the way it's become in a lot of places I've seen. I got very disenchanted with that. With BFit Tacoma, they tailor it for you and then they make sure you're doing it right, because you're not going to get anywhere if you're spending half the time in physical therapy rehabbing from injuries you sustained trying to lose weight. You make sure that you're doing it right, you're doing it within your limits, and that you're making steady progress because you're looking for results. You're not looking for just busy work to make yourself feel like you're doing something good. You are doing something good, because then you'll see the pounds start to drop. You'll actually feel better. You won't feel as sore, you won't feel as achy. You'll start to feel like you have more energy instead of you're just doing busy work running in circles. You'll actually see results.